Hello, Reds fans. Welcome to the YNWA Transfer News Channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for your daily latest news.
Liverpool told it is getting bargain with ridiculous Florian Wirtz transfer fee. Liverpool is keen to sign Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen in the summer transfer window, with the Germany international closing in on a record switch to Anfield. Liverpool looks set to shatter the British transfer record to secure Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen this summer. However, Paul Robinson has hinted that the Reds could bag the German international for a sum significantly less than his true worth. Talks are still underway between Liverpool and Leverkusen, with the latest bid from the Merseyside club for the 22-year-old standing at $152 million, £113 million. This offer, however, falls short of the German side's asking price of $170 million, £126 million, with the two clubs remaining in talks with hope of reaching an agreement. Bayern Munich was initially tipped as favorite to sign Wirtz, but Liverpool has since overtaken the Bavarians in the race, while Manchester City has withdrawn its interest to pursue other targets. Wirtz has expressed his desire to join the Anfield outfit, and all parties involved remain optimistic that an agreement will be reached despite the fee not yet being finalized. It was previously suggested that a compromise around $160 million, £118 million, might be enough to convince Leverkusen to greenlight Wirtz's move to Liverpool. However, former Premier League defender Robinson is adamant that the German starlet is actually worth over $200 million, £150 million. What a player, he exclaimed during a chat with Ben Foster on the ex-Manchester United Goalkeepers podcast. The way the market is going, the prices that players are being bought for is ridiculous. He would be in the £150 million bracket if you're looking at that type of player with how creative it is. Foster chimed in with his opinion, saying, "It might have to be that. If Leverkusen is rejecting £118 million, it might have to be something like that." Meanwhile, Liverpool legend Phil Thompson had his say on Wirtz's impending arrival and likened him to two former Anfield favorites. Speaking to TalkSport, he said, "Sometimes clubs go and get players just because they are available, not because they fit into your structure. Wirtz is a proper player. He looks a bit of a cross between Philippe Coutinho and Roberto Firmino. He has got that ability to get in between the lines and into great areas. It is actually one of those areas where Liverpool struggled last season against packed defenses. We did too eventually, but I think Arne Slot is looking for that player who can break defenses and down and also score goals." Liverpool knows importance of keeping reliable figure despite transfer admission. Wataru Endo was a key player for Liverpool this season as the Reds romped to the Premier League title, but he may find it harder to get game time next season. Wataru Endo may not have been the headline grabber during Liverpool's stunning march to a 20th Premier League title, but his role as the squad's unsung hero was undeniable, drawing comparisons to the reliable James Milner. The Japanese midfielder, often deployed from the bench to secure victories, became a tactical fixture in Liverpool's strategy. With 19 substitute appearances, exactly half of the league matches, Endo's timely interventions were crucial for the Reds. Most notably, 16 of those came when Liverpool was ahead, typically after the 70-minute mark and frequently in the dying minutes of the game, with 9 substitutions occurring post-85 minutes. Liverpool maintained a perfect record in matches where Endo featured late on, although it had a close call against West Ham United in April, requiring a last-gasp goal from Virgil van Dijk to clinch the win. Endo's impact was highlighted by Liverpool boss Arne Slot after a particularly influential 7-minute appearance against Crystal Palace in October, which was only Endo's second league game of the season. Slot lauded Endo's performance, noting his ball control and ability to win second balls, saying, "If you look at how Wata came in now, how good he was on the ball, but also the second balls that he won, he had only in these 7 minutes a very good impact. I think that tells you a lot about team cohesion, but definitely also about the person." Endo's knack for being Liverpool's closer, adept at sealing the deal when victory is within grasp, has become his trademark. Understandably, Endo might feel a touch aggrieved. After being a regular starter with 20 Premier League appearances last term, this season he's been largely sidelined, only starting once in the league after Liverpool clinched the title in a 3-1 loss to Chelsea. His playing time has been limited to sporadic full matches, 1 in the Champions League, a couple in the FA Cup and 3 in the League Cup, including over an hour off the bench in the League Cup semi-final first leg against Tottenham. where he showcased his adaptability by slotting into center-back. Despite the scant game time, Endo didn't hide his ambitions, stating last month, "I believe that focusing on how many titles I can win with Liverpool will be the best thing in my career." With Liverpool's midfield set for a shake-up, it seems an uphill battle for Endo to secure a regular spot. Yet, the Japanese international has consistently shown at Anfield that he's always ready to contribute, however limited his role may be. Liverpool not signing a world-class player, as Man City aces Florian Wirtz opinion clear. Liverpool are closing in on a Premier League record deal to sign Bayer Leverkusen and Germany star Florian Wirtz, though the playmaker was recently deemed not world-class by a teammate. Manchester City star Ilkay Gundogan believes Florian Wirtz is not world-class yet, as the latter looks set to join Liverpool in a record transfer. The Reds are ready to break the bank for the Bayer Leverkusen sensation this summer, but they've not matched their eye-watering £126 million, €150 million price tag as of yet. The Liverpool Echo understands that Liverpool will pay £100 million guaranteed to sign Wirtz as they look to close a deal, meaning they are willing to break the Premier League's transfer record. Yet, they remain locked in talks with the Bundesliga side over add-ons, the structure of the transfer and payments, as no agreement is finalized. Despite reports elsewhere stating otherwise, the idea that Wirtz is already set for a medical is premature, according to sources at both clubs. Liverpool submitted a third bid for the Germany international last week that consisted of £100 million guaranteed with £14 million in add-ons. Despite falling short of Leverkusen's asking price, their offer was not formally rejected. Instead, it has acted as a catalyst for talks to begin between the two clubs aimed at brokering a deal. Liverpool are holding firm in their stance not to meet the £126 million asking price. Regardless of how close the deal is to completion, the 22-year-old has his heart set on moving to Anfield after turning down approaches from Manchester City and Bayern Munich last month. Wirtz's hefty price tag may raise some eyebrows, however, particularly given that his Germany teammate Gundogan recently stated that he isn't a world-class player just yet. Gundogan looks set to miss out on being club teammates with Wirtz too, who would have filled the shoes of Kevin De Bruyne following the Belgian legend's exit from the Etihad. Having played alongside Wirtz and Bayern's talented Jamal Musiala for Germany, Gundogan holds both in high regard but believes that to achieve world-class status, they must first join a team with the pedigree to win the Champions League. Something Wirtz hopes to accomplish with Liverpool. Gundogan shared his thoughts earlier in the year, saying they're very close to world-class. Maybe they are not yet there, but they could be the best in the world in a short amount of time. I feel like it is just proving themselves a little bit more. They are very young. Jamal has done a bit more than Florian because he played a little more at that high level. When you want to be on top and admired as the world's best one day, it's necessary to win the Champions League, and Jamal has already played a few years in the Champions League but hasn't won it yet. For Flo, it is the first season with Champions League with Leverkusen. To be there every single year. Darwin Nunez makes Liverpool transfer exit decision after Reds rejected £60 million offer. Liverpool are keen to find a buyer for Darwin Nunez in the summer transfer window, but the Uruguay international could dictate his own future after Florian Wirtz arrives. Liverpool may have to find a new buyer for Darwin Nunez, with the Uruguay international not keen on a move to Saudi Arabia at this stage in his career. Liverpool want to sell Nunez in the summer transfer window in part to help fund the club record deal for Florian Wirtz, but face a few obstacles. The Reds are still in negotiations with Bayer Leverkusen over the structure of a deal for Wirtz. Their latest offer, submitted on Friday, consisted of £100 million plus £14 million in add-ons. Both sides are still confident the transfer will go through, and Liverpool are looking at ways to raise funds. The sale of Nunez represents one of the best ways to do so, with the 25-year-old still having 3 years on his contract. He struggled for regular game time under Arne Slot last season, starting just 8 Premier League games, and has hinted that he would like to leave this summer. Nunez is Liverpool's record signing, having joined from Benfica in June 2022 for £85 million, made up of £64 million plus add-ons, and the club are keen to recoup as much of that as possible. The Athletic reports that the club rejected an offer of €70 million £60 million from Al Nassr in January but have now fielded more interest from Saudi Arabia. Liverpool were reportedly contacted by Al Hilal on Monday and would be keen to do business. However, Nunez is understood to favor staying in Europe with a move to Spain or Italy his preference. The Uruguay international has been linked with Atletico Madrid as well as Italian champions Napoli. It remains to be seen whether either of those clubs step up their reported interest in Nunez, who has contributed 40 goals and 26 assists in 143 games for Liverpool over the past 3 seasons. Earlier in the season, Slot was forced to respond to suggestions that Nunez had been benched for financial reasons, with Liverpool reportedly trying to avoid triggering a further payment to Benfica of around £4.2 million. However, the Dutchman is not oblivious to Nunez's unhappiness at sitting on the bench. "I don't know exactly what is going to happen. One of the main strengths we had this season is that everybody accepted his role," Slot said recently. "And his role sometimes could be to start every single game, hardly be taken off, sometimes be taken off. It could be sometimes not starting every single game, sometimes not playing hardly minutes. Nunez is just one of a group of players who could leave Liverpool this summer." Harvey Elliott and Kostas Tsimikas are both expected to leave in the summer transfer window, while there is some doubt over Luis Diaz, who is being targeted by Barcelona, although Liverpool don't want to sell the Colombia international.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. See you next time.